Athena Jones, tell me what you know. What happened?
Hi, Brooke. Well, this is a here we go again scenario because this is not the first time this has happened, but we're getting more information in. We know the White House is still on lockdown, but the man himself has been apprehended. He was detained almost immediately by Secret Service when he jumped over two barriers. I'm getting this information in from our photojournalist there, Khalil Abdullah. You can see the picture of the man wearing a blue shirt, white pants, and wrapped with the American flag. He jumped over a temporary barricade that's set up in front of the fence and the bike racks, and then he proceeded to jump over the big fence you see there. That is a fence, Brooke, that has newly installed metal spikes. They're supposed to be 7-inch steel spikes that were put in place to guard against precisely this sort of thing. It was meant as a temporary measure while they work on longer-term designs for how to buttress those barriers, make the fence much more difficult to scale. But those new spikes that were installed just a few months ago clearly didn't detain this young man. Now, our photojournalist there says that Secret Service agents immediately started yelling at him as soon as he breached the barrier there, had their guns drawn, told him to get on the ground, and he did get on the ground with his hands up, and in one of his hands he was holding a white envelope. Now, we don't have any more information about what may have been in the envelope. We don't know anything about this man at this point. That's still information we're waiting for, but we know that several agents responded with their canine dogs, as would be expected. But, Brooke, this is not good news. This is something that Secret Service does not like to see, and the main problem is that it keeps happening. Perhaps the most famous or infamous breach was back in September of 2014, when you'll remember a jumper not only made it over the fence, but made it all the way into the White House as far as the East Room. So this is a problem that's repeating itself far too much for the Secret Service's liking. Brooke?
But you know, minor detail but significant, that the first family was home when all this happened.
Absolutely. They are there celebrating Thanksgiving. Now, of course, we don't know what room they may have been in, but it's a serious thing having someone be able to jump over that reinforced fence on a day when the president and his family are there. Some of these past jumpers have jumped when the president was, overseas or otherwise not home, but he was home with his family celebrating Thanksgiving, making this all the more concerning, you've got to imagine, for Secret Service officials.